In this tutorial, we will look at layers in Adobe Illustrator. So let's first start by creating some objects. I'm going to use my pen tool, create some lines. I'll turn off my fill for the pen and create a black line here. I'll also just create some basic shapes, and on these I'll add some fill. So I have a stroke line, stroke color and a fill color. Let me create one more over here. And I'll give a different fill color to this one and a different line color as well. Let's also change the stroke weight on this so you can see it a little better. Okay, so I have three objects. Notice that there's a sort of order, a stacking. So right now the star is over the box, which is over the line. One way I could change this is just select one of the objects, go to Object, Arrange, and I can bring that to the front, so that is now in front of the other object. An easier way to do this, and something you want to be used to working with, are layers. So if I go over to my palettes on the right, the second to last one is your layers palette. And you'll notice that it's already by default created one layer, and all of these objects exist within that layer. If I want to bring this out so it's no longer docked, I can actually drag it off of my palette and undock it. So the first thing I want to do is create a new layer, and I want to put each of these on a different layer. So to do that, I just go down to the bottom here where it says Create Layer. I hit this button. I'll have three layers, one for each object, and now I'll just move one object to each of the layers. So the first thing I'll do is either select my path here or select it in my scene here. And you'll notice whenever you select something, you'll get this little blue or little box in that layer. If I want to drag this selected object to layer 2, for example, I can just select that box and then drag it up to layer 2, and it automatically moves that geometry to the second layer. Notice it also brings it in front of that line geometry. So this is the easier way and probably better organizationally way to stack your images in your worksheet. So now let's bring the line up to this top layer. So I'll select my line, select the little blue box, drag that up to layer 3, and now that's above the box geometry. So now if I open any of these, you'll see that within there, the sub-object is the object within that layer. So I have three layers. The next thing you might want to do is reorder layers, so you can always drag these up and down. That'll also change the organization of these layers as well. You can also, if you want, double click, and you can change different properties of that layer. So I could change the layer name. I could call this star layer. And you can also turn it on or off. You could dim images if you want, but for now I'll just leave that the same. Also, if you want to turn them on and off, you can just simply select the eyeball here. You can also lock layers, so I can no longer select or move any geometry that's on a locked layer. So that's really nice if you have some like guides. Usually if you're creating a presentation board, you'll put guides on a separate layer and then lock that layer so you can't actually adjust those guides, and you can still snap to them. So that's the best way to use layers, and we'll cover layers in a little more detail later on.